With me to talk all things Star Wars, as always, is Misa sister, the Leia to my Luke, my sister.
What up, Buttercup?
Yes, and if you have never heard one of our episodes before, well, that's a shame. But we thank you so much for clicking on this one. And
Too bad.
If you ever want to go back and watch all the other 18 episodes that we got, there's a playlist on the channel. I'll link that in the description. And if you ever want to talk to us about any topics that we talk about or any topics that you think we should talk about, definitely tell us in the comments section down below. Or we have a Facebook page. It's facebook.com/ccinemareviews. Or C Cinema Reviews page, and then we're also on Twitter at C Cinema Reviews. Those two links will also be in the description. So, like I said, if you haven't been here before, we usually take 2 to 3 topics. This week it's 2, and then we just talk about them with our sweaty insight. So yeah, this week we have the Saturn Awards, which is like it's the super hardcore discount Oscars. It's for like science fiction, fantasy, horror, and like things like that.
I don't know.
There's like
I've never
one
heard of
other
it.
subgenre that they
Actually, I think I have
do.
heard of it.
but yeah, they get Star Wars got 4 awards there, and then we have a new excerpt from the Thrawn Alliance's book. If you go on StarWars.com, they will have that excerpt there. It's about 9.5 minutes if they have the audible, the excerpt of the audible version of the excerpt, and then they have it all in writing. So if you want, check that out.
Written words.
If you want to check that out, definitely check it out on StarWars.com. And where we get most of our topics is from Star Wars Newsnet. So definitely check them out. They always have, cool stuff up there. Okay, without any further ado, I feel like we should have like a catchphrase and then like some music to where it's like, or maybe even a piece of one of the movies where it's like, time to do this or do it. Yes, we should totally have do it right there. So we'll get on that. Editing, we'll figure that out maybe in the future. So yeah, let's get into the topics. The first topic is the Saturn Awards. Now, like we said before, it's
your intro was like super long, but I feel like you did a good job. Good job.
There's a lot of stuff to plug. Okay, gotta get it out there.
All right.
I'm telling you, the Facebook page is gonna be big one day. One day.
All right, Saturn Awards.
Saturn Awards. So, Star Wars got...
Why that planet?
Because... Is Jupiter the biggest one?
I don't know.
I believe No, it's one of those two, and I'm pretty sure
I still think Pluto is a planet.
I'm pretty sure it's Saturn is the biggest one. Anyway, Star Wars got 4 awards at the Saturn Awards. Rian Johnson he won Best Screenplay. Mark Hamill got Best Film Actor, which...
Mark Hamill, for what?
Yes, for Luke.
Oh. Interesting.
What did you think it was for?
I thought the Saturn Awards was an animation thing. So I was like, oh, he got it for like the Joker or something.
No, he got it for Best Film Actor.
Okay.
Film is in the title. And then
What?
Bob...
Oh, sorry.
Duxay? Is it Duxay or is it Dukesay?
He should change
Bob.
his name.
Bob got won an award for Best Editing, and then finally Rebels won for Best Animated TV Series.
I guess we should say we're not just naming random winners. He's also a part of Star Wars.
He edited The Last Jedi.
Okay.
The first 3 were for The Last Jedi, and then Rebels won Best...
Do you think he won because of the Skype call? The Force Skype?
That could be it.
I mean, there wasn't much to that, though. Do we have any, like...
Well...
What is...
Cool panning shots.
Yeah.
Well, there are some really great visuals.
No, the ones where... The shots were, like, sort of just, like...
Oh, the wipes?
Yeah, the wipes. the very Lucas swipes.
I don't know.
I don't think
The
the
editing is
Raven
one of
is.
those things where it's like you don't notice it until it's like something super obvious.
Or it's like really bad.
Especially if like for us who are not like we just don't know much about editing. And
Right.
so we can't be like, oh, that is very great editing right there.
Sure.
It's just like, oh, that's a great scene.
Exactly.
But yeah, I think that Ryan Johnson getting best screenplay, that's pretty awesome. I don't know what's a screenplay. I mean, I assume it's a version of the script just with maybe like shot selection and things like that.
Yeah, that might.
Because the script, script is mostly dialogue.
Than screenplay.
I think so. There's a difference.
Anyway, that's nice for him.
Somebody's gonna roast me, probably if they even watch this. If you're watching this and you want to roast, go ahead. You'll probably get a reply. You might not. Tough luck. But yeah, best screenplay. Like that's
At least
nice.
somebody's giving him
Mark
love.
Hamill getting best film actor. That
Who was he up against? Is my question. We don't know.
I know that Beauty and the Beast was there because
What do you mean?
they got
The
best.
Beast?
No. Beauty and the Beast.
Oh, just at the
like,
awards.
They were, I don't know how in contention for their year. Apparently they do it every year, but for their year, Beauty and the Beast was in there. So it's not like just all you have to be released in 2017. I think because Black Panther was there too.
Oh, that's strange.
Yeah.
Oh, so they
It's
they're
like yeah,
year
it's
is different.
their year is not January through
I see.
December, and so Black Panther was there. So he might have gone up against Chadwick Boseman, you know, the Dan Stevens, is that his name?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the Beast.
he might have gone up again. But hey, like the more recognition Mark Hamill gets, like it's all deserved.
Yeah.
For as much as he's done for this franchise, like. And the fact that he came back, like, not against his will, but what happened to the character and what the character did.
Yeah. Well, he said publicly that
Yeah.
he didn't agree with this.
Yeah, he
path.
doesn't agree, but he totally committed. He played it very well. Luke Skywalker, you know, not the Luke Skywalker that some people wanted, but that was the one that was on the script and on the screenplay.
After episode 7, there were some people that thought like Carrie Fisher was rusty, but I
don't think so.
I never felt that way about her. But for Mark Hamill, in his like first, I guess we can say episode 8 was like first acting thing, because episode 7.
Well, episode 7, it was like super, like everybody wanted to know what that look meant. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it was
exactly.
good.
But as far as like acting,
Being
in
a-
episode
yeah.
8, he was not rusty. I don't think anybody could.
And
ever
neither
say
was
that.
Carrie. Carrie did a great
No.
job. She was nominated for supporting, and so was Kelly Marie Tran for supporting.
Oh wow! So they might have canceled.
They
each
might
other
have.
out.
That would have been a shame, though. I do think that. I don't know who the other nominees were. I don't know who won, but like
Right.
I'm totally biased.
But I just think like
the twins should have won.
nobody could say that he was rusty in this coming
Right.
back to it.
It was
But
great.
he's also, I believe, he had done more acting than Carrie
Yeah, he
had.
did Flash a couple episodes.
Yeah, before this.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I didn't think Carrie was rusty at all
Yeah,
in
and
episode 7. But I digress.
yeah,
Good job, Mark.
yeah, and Bob. Hey,
Whatever.
you well deserved,
Yes,
Bob.
Bob.
I'm sure that those people know a lot more than we do about editing, so they totally voted for you, and glad you got it. You deserve it. Please continue to bring the great work to the Star Wars universe. And Rebels. Filoni showed up without his hat.
No way.
There's a picture of Filoni without his hat. It's like
Do you think he had it like somewhere?
he must
They
have.
had it pre-placed on his chair, so he didn't have to walk the red carpet with it.
I don't know.
Was there a red carpet?
Probably they have a red carpet for everything.
True that.
Uh-huh.
That's cool. I mean, not about the hat, but that they won.
Yeah, that they
Because
won.
I like that show.
I don't know who the
was it
other
like the
shows were.
full series or just
I think it was season 4.
season 4? Yeah, that was a good season.
It was a good season. They kept Thrawn alive. Yes.
Sure. Kanan, spoilers. Kanan was a good character. His character arc was good. It's horrible.
Not good. Not good. You are not winning Saturn Awards. Not with that speech.
I said the same thing twice.
Literally. Yeah.
Anyway, I like
think,
season 4
yeah,
Rebels.
Season 4 was great.
And I like Kanan.
Yeah, of course. Kanan's death, well deserved.
I was trying not to
If you're listening to this, if our 5 viewers who are listening, thank you to the 5 of you who are consistently watching and listening to our show. I'm trying to get it on iTunes. I don't, that's still working on that. I know it's rather easy, but I want to, I want to.
No, they don't know.
Yeah, I want to I don't want it to be a launch, but I want to get it on there, and then it would be super fun because I know that listening to something where you can turn off your phone and it doesn't turn that's the thing that I hate when YouTube you're listening to something that doesn't really have any visuals and then you turn off your phone or you click the lock button and it stops. I'm like So
I don't mind that, but
the podcast I would like to put it on iTunes. Hopefully. I can. I'm just being lazy at this point. Totally am. I could probably put all 19 episodes up there. But yeah. Anyway.
Great.
Well deserved.
Thank you for sharing.
4 awards. I obviously wish that Carrie would have gotten the supporting.
Yeah, because she was great.
Because she was amazing. Yeah, definitely.
But congratulations to the Star Wars family.
Yeah, they're always gonna win awards. That's just
not Oscars.
That's
stinks.
Well, they do win Oscars.
Do they?
Yes.
Did they?
Yes.
No.
Well.
I mean, for this movie.
Yeah, but it's because Pixar just gets all the votes for best score because I'm ashamed. They should be ashamed that John Williams doesn't have at least 20 Oscars.
He does.
No, he has nominations.
He has 8.
Exactly. He should have double digits by this time. He's had 40 years of amazing scores.
That's true. But he has been nominated 52 times, so...
I know, but it's just Pixar just takes it because they've got
Well, they gotta give... He has 8 Oscars. At this point,
Bro!
he doesn't... I don't think he's gotta get another one. I think he's just doing because he loves
I don't think he does that either, but at the same time, I don't care what you think, okay? I don't care what you think. Coco's song was not better than what John Williams did in all of episode 8. Just the song alone, just the score when Luke is having his moment with Leia and then walks out. Just that score is better than anything that Coco can do.
I've never heard the Coco song, so I really can't judge.
Yeah, but Pixar totally just gets that just because it's some kid and they have tears on the screen. Come on.
Okay. I don't know. I think he's fine. He got awards for Star Wars already, particularly Oscars.
I know.
So...
But he is continually making amazing scores. Brand new scores for every movie.
Yeah.
That's
wonderful. And everybody knows there's not going to be another John Williams. Nobody is saying that they're better than John Williams. It's just man, we got to give some other people a chance.
Yeah, but he's going to knock on wood, he's not going to be around forever.
That's true, but I don't know what to say. He nobody's gonna be around forever. He's saying...
Yeah, but he's closer to the light than a lot of other people.
It's horrible. He's fine.
They need to Lifetime Achievement Award, John Williams.
I'm sure
They've given it to De Niro, I think.
I'm sure he has one.
He has 8, but I'm...
No, I mean the Lifetime Achievement stuff. Why would
Well, this is such a tangent.
Yeah. Anyway.
Congratulations to Star Wars for all the awards, and keep up the good work.
Yeah.
So let's move on to the Thrawn Alliance's excerpt. Did you read it or did you listen to it?
Oh, listened.
Oh, I did both. I read it, I listened to it and then I scrolled down with the page.
He didn't have a good Anakin voice.
He didn't have a good Anakin voice, but...
So I should have read it, but oh well.
But, at the same time, it was super, like, that's Timothy Zahn. He knows how to write Thrawn, and it felt like he knew how to write Anakin, too. Because you had the little banter with R2-D2s, like, what's going on, R2, you know what I'm saying? He had that, and then his explanation of the Force, how it like tingled on the back of his neck, and then reaching out to the Force, and Anakin's feelings and of Thrawn's mind and how Thrawn's mind worked. That explanation was so cool.
Now let me ask you this: has Timothy Zahn ever written Anakin before?
I don't know. I don't think so.
You're wrong. Sorry.
He's written Vader.
No. He has written...
Anakin?
Yeah.
In what?
In the duology. This is a total loophole.
There was no Anakin.
Little baby Anakin definitely has lines.
That's not Anakin, and that's not... You were the chosen one.
I know, but
what have I done?
The loophole.
That's not a...
He's written Anakin.
He has written a Anakin. Not the Anakin.
But he wrote an Anakin.
Yeah, but this one, like, that just right there, this little excerpt, and if you want to read the excerpt, it's on StarWars.com. This little excerpt was great. And just describing Thrawn's mind and how it's like, it's so orderly. Everything, it's almost like it's a mathematician, and just the way that everything is very, very precise in Thrawn's mind, and everything exactly where it should be, and it's just like perfect alignment. That was such a cool description, because I don't believe that I've ever heard like a description like that of a character using the Force to feel someone else's mind, and something that I don't think anybody's ever done that to Thrawn, like felt his feelings, and we've never at least I've never read something like that where it's describing how his mind works.
So this will be a prequel?
Will be a prequel. This will be technically a prequel to Thrawn, the first book, and it's a prequel to Thrawn, the first Thrawn book, because in that book there is mention of Mithran Rodo, Neurodo. There is the mention of him having an adventure with Anakin Skywalker. So it's a prequel. It was something that was said in the first Thrawn book, and so they're exploring that story. Timothy Zahn is
right,
and this will be the earliest time that Thrawn has appeared. So the first Thrawn book was Thrawn getting discovered by the Empire, and then after the first Thrawn book is Rebels. So this will be before both of those. So the timeline for Thrawn will be this book, then the first Thrawn book, and then Rebels, and
now,
then Episode 9.
Let me ask you this: do Thrawn and Vader in the first Thrawn book, do they have any interaction?
Yeah, they meet.
Does Vader know?
At the very end.
Does Vader know?
Vader knows.
That
because Vader talked to Palpatine, and that's why Palpatine like gave Thrawn like, that's why Palpatine made him a lieutenant like right away, because Vader was like, this guy.
I see, and
they do have like a very short conversation towards the end of the book.
And
the first
Thrawn is really smart, so he knows.
It is implied that Thrawn knows.
He probably suspects, and he's probably right.
It's Thrawn.
I mean, he's right.
Yes.
Yeah, so you read the first book. I did not. I'm reading the comic adaptation
of the first book, which is really great.
Which has bored me.
Oh,
Wow.
confliction.
Yes.
See, you guys, not all like yes, we are sweaties, yes, we are fanboy and fangirl, but yet we still can acknowledge the things that do not suit us in the Star Wars universe.
We're gonna kill each other after this, though.
I don't think I'm not like.
Anyway, no.
That's cool with me.
It was a joke. Anyway, so you read
Stay
the
on
first.
target.
Yes. So I'm reading the adaptation.
Yes.
I don't enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. Did you enjoy the book version?
I did. Are
you excited for this?
I think I'm excited for this way more than I am excited for the first, or I was excited for the first book, because the first book, I had always wanted to know what happened and how Thrawn got into the Empire, at least canon-wise. It would be nice to see that. But this one, the interaction between them, and just to see, because you know that Thrawn is going to totally Thrawn his way into knowing that Anakin is like, he's unstable, he's got some, mommy issues. Like, Thrawn is going to totally figure all this stuff out, and it'll be super cool to see that. And not only that, but they are not speaking basic. And that's something that's cool, because, like, it's like some Messique. I believe the language is like Messique or something like that. But they're not speaking that basic, which is English for us.
He'll probably learn
mere
it
mortals.
from Anakin, though.
He might start to learn it from Anakin, yeah. But the way at the very end of the excerpt, it's Thrawn telling him, "My name is Mithra Nurodo," and then Anakin's like gringo pronunciation of Mithra Nurodo. It was like so funny to me.
He wasn't saying it that differently. He just forgot to put the yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't doing like the nya into it, and it was super funny because every time Anakin would say it, Thrawn wouldn't like chastise him. He wouldn't get mad at him or anything. He would just say it correctly until Anakin was like, "Fine, Thrawn."
Yeah, because Thrawn originally was like, "Hey, people mess up my name, just call me Thrawn."
Yeah, my core name. His core name is Thrawn.
And then Anakin was like, "Nah, I got this, bro."
Mithra
and then he
Nurodo.
didn't got it, and he was like, "Fine, just Thrawn."
It was super. I thought that like that's the way you do humor with Thrawn. It's like he's not cracking a joke, but at the same time, it is really funny to be like, Mithra Nurodo.
Right. So, I will say that, like, even though I didn't read the book and I'm not too hyped on the comic adaptation, when I saw that alternative cover,
it was super cool.
I was, yeah, I'm excited.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if I'll read it, though. Maybe I will.
You'll listen to it.
Yeah, but his Anakin voice is not that good.
I know, but
and it makes me want, like, the actor who did it in Clone Wars to come and do it, but then he won't be able to do the Thrawn voice.
Exactly.
So, and
it would be two different
Thrawn
guys,
voice.
and I get that.
No. You could just have one or the other do it. But
but
with one you don't get one voice, with one you don't get the other voice.
Exactly. Would you rather have a Thrawn? In my opinion, I would much rather have a Thrawn voice than an Anakin.
Me too. But I am...
Because it's hard to get that silky, smooth Thrawn
It did get
voice.
me excited.
Yes, of course. We see, the excerpt is pretty much them meeting in outer space. So it's pretty cool.
Right. And... well, spoilers if you don't want to be spoiled. Anakin is looking for Padme.
On Batuu. Which, you know what that'll be? I'm pretty sure that is going to be the planet where Star Wars Land is at.
No way.
I'm pretty sure.
For real?
For real, Batuu. So get used to it. We might meet some like cool characters. We might even see what kind of beings live there, if it's like a backworlds, like a Tatooine kind of place.
Right. And already, like, within,
it would be cool if it was
a little bit of this excerpt, Thrawn is already Thrawning.
He's totally Thrawning. He's like, your republic is at war, and because Anakin tells him, I'm on a mission, and Thrawn's totally just thinks it through, and he's like, you're a republic at war, and you only send one person out to go on a mission. I think this is personal, and it's totally right.
Yeah.
Anakin denies it, and he's like, no, Chancellor Palpatine sent me.
Right.
Yeah.
So
So
it should
great.
be very interesting.
It would be cool.
Thrawn is very like logical and all of that
Super
nice
cerebral.
stuff, but Anakin is very clever.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see them together, and I hope it's more of a. Well, no,
Anakin is
I'm not gonna knock.
unpredictable. That's the cool thing.
Right.
Thrawn is Thrawn. Anakin's unpredictable. So
I don't want to knock the prequels because I do like them, but I hope, because Anakin wasn't given that much of a personality until Clone Wars.
the
So
cartoon, the animated show. Sorry,
don't knock.
I'm not knocking that.
Anyway, so I hope there's more of that
Yeah,
Anakin from the Clone Wars in that.
I have full trust and hope in Timothy Zahn. Everything that I've read from him has been really good.
Good.
If you guys are on the fence of whether or not you want to listen or to pick up this book at like your local Barnes & Noble or whatever, go ahead and go on StarWars.com. They have the full excerpt there. You can read it, or you can listen to it with the 9.5 minute clip of Audible, just to see what you guys
Is it
think.
Mark Thompson?
It sounds like Mark Thompson. I'm not sure if it is, but yeah, definitely check that out if you're on the fence. It could sway you one way or the other. I got hope that it'll be good. It comes out here in a couple weeks, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be cool. Yeah. Anything else you want to say about Thrawn or the awards? You know,
No.
Saturn, you got it mostly right. Get Carrie Fisher on there next time.
Next time.
Next time. Anyway, let's
Pardon
wrap
his,
this up. We thank you very much for listening to the 19th episode of the Rule of Two here on the C Cinema Reviews channel. Like I said before, if you want to talk to us about any of the topics or any future topics, or if you want to give us a would you rather, go ahead and tell us that in the comment section down below, or on Facebook or on Twitter. Those links will be in the description. And yeah, check out the other episodes if you haven't already. Keep talking Star Wars. Thank you very much for watching and listening to this episode, and may the Force be with you.
Always.